Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening. How is everybody this morning? Are we going to have lunch? So I did 3 areas of the day in one short speech. Do you see how light distorts everything? See the light, the way it distorts everything, and the way I just turned down the light just a little bit, and all of a sudden, like magic, something appears. Well, something or someone. My cape? Well, Cape Crusaders. I'm out on the world of peace. And this is my peace shirt. I painted it and designed it all myself. I'm out for peace, do you see? Peace, peace. Okay, let me get the glasses on now, because it's a little too bright for me. Yeah, there you go. Well, it's not a little too bright. It seems like I've been too bright for myself, saying something about smart. But I'm not smart at all. I know nothing. I know zero. All I do is I take the letters and I say, let's do the E family. Now, would you like to do E and then the letter? Or would you like to do the letter and then the E? Well, let's begin. Let's do the letter M. But that's not the first in the E family. The first in the E family, but it's a B. That's a BE because B is in charge of E. And then there's a C in charge of E and a D in charge of E. B, C, D, 4, 3, 2. Then we go a little bit higher. And now we switch over because once we're finished inside the E family, we have E. A to E is F. Now we've got E in charge of F instead of F in charge of E. So we got F. And then we go to the key. Number 5 on your telephone. L-E-L, M-E-M. I love E-M because when you have E-M, you have R-E-M because it's 5. And M is 13 is 18, and it's the orange ball and pool. Both 5 and 13 fit together. They say R. Thank God I'm in the family of E. I can borrow the C and drive my car away. Or reverse it all and just have the arc to drive in the arc. And I can park my car because it all rhymes. I guess you would have said that next. Am I allowed to fool around before I do anything? This is what we're going to do. I'm going to take the glasses off. Not that I really want to, because there's some ugly faggot in front of me. Oh, shit. That's me. Oh, I better not make too much fun. The stripes of the zebras might come charging at me. New Zealand, NZ, Zion. First of all, I want to show you something on how this... no, I'm not going to start with this part. We're going to put this part away. I want to start with NIBIRU, okay? And the reason I'm starting with NIBIRU is because, I could have had a V8. Although V8 is made with all the vegetables, there's actually no juice in it at all other than tomato paste. Well, we're not talking about vegetables now, and sooner or later, most people say, I am one of them. But here's the start of this. NIBIRU. NIBIRU's on the run. But in French, this would be brown. 2 I's in brown and Ibi. 929. The birth and entrance into the world, 29th of February, 92nd day, April 1st. That's what it is. And in between, all we have is the march. M-A-R-C-H, creation heaven of love. 000, 1000 M in Roman numerals. 000, we'll talk about it later. But let's talk about it now. Although I just remember 000, 1000, 0 equals 15. 0 equals 15, and 0 equals 15, 45. 4 by 5 is 20, 4 plus 5 is 9, 29. Again. Now let's do it a different way. It's 1 and 5 is 6. 0 equals 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 0 equals 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 0 equals 15. 1 and 5 is 6. We got 666. That's right. And our biggest number in regular Roman numerals, M, which actually says to love. But in 007, it was all about M. Do you remember the last 007 that came out? And in French, it says to love. We're going to go back to NIBIRU. NIBIRU, in a short count, is total of 37. Okay? I don't know where that number is, but when we get to NIBIRU and brown, can't you see? The rib is in. The rib is in, rib, pork ribs, Abraham. Ham, Abraham, the God of Jacob, the father of Jacob. Am I not right? NIBIRU might not be a planet, but might actually be a lot of ice caked up on a spaceship coming down from
outer space. Is he really in outer space, or are they just actually through the wormhole on the other side? You know what I'm saying? Through the wormhole.
Okay, so we did that. We spoke about NIBIRU, and there's other things in NIBIRU. I'm trying to figure out what they are. This is one part of NIBIRU. The I in NIBIRU, 3 times the I equals to 27 equals 9. 4 times the I equals 36 equals 9. 3 times the R equals 54 equals 9. 4 times the R equals 72 equals 9. 3 times the U equals 63 equals 9. 4 times the U equals 84 equals 3. Now, why did I do this? Because in order to recreate and create, you need to use 3 and 4. Nothing else. 2 on the dice only take up 2 corners. 1 only takes up the center. You have to create everything between the 4, which makes a circle or a square, and the 3 that creates the triangle. Everything after that is only a repeat. So that's why NIBIRU is 9999999 3. 39, 93, 39, 93, 31, 13, 31, 31, 31. Light 10, man 9, the new commercial for Gold Bond medicated. But watch out where the Gold Bond is, because it's on number 93, Peyton Manning. The Light 10, man 9. Pearl Jam, the lightning bolt in the eye, showing off in the next concert. So we spoke a little bit about NIBIRU. What are we going to go on to next? Where am I next? Where am I next? No, I'm not mixed up. I'm not mixed up. I showed you this. This came from NIBIRU, the NIBIRU site on Facebook. There are 260 numbers here, and I definitely know when I finish I'll be able to explain to you every single one. Now, it may have been seen in a video, but I've already begun. This design that you see inside here comes off the roulette wheel. Okay? There's only one design in roulette wheel, but there are 2 kinds of wheels, the French and the North American. One with 37 numbers, the other one with 38. But we have 36 numbers, 9 digits, and 27 which are related to double digits. Do you understand me? There's 27 spaces that have 2 numbers in it. So 27 by 2 is 54, and the word love sits in 54. 5 and 4 is 9, and 1 to 9 is 9, and add up 1 to 9, it equals to 45. The total of 1 to 36 equals to 666. Take away 45, 666, 626, 621. What would that do? 6 times 21 is 126. Now, I really don't know what that says. 1, 2, A, B, F. I don't know what it is, so we're going to leave it out. I know it's somewhere, so we'll find it later or another time. The thing we're going to go on right now, okay, is a little bit of everything. A, E, and I, the first letter, the 5th letter, the 9th letter. The U is the 21st letter. 2 and 1 is 3 in the 3 position. The O is number 6 as the 15th letter. If you see the design, it creates the A letter. The vowels create the A for Abraham. And if you really want, turn it upside down and the opposition creates the H. See the way the H is created? The O on the telephone or the O in the alphabet are both in the same position. The U ends up in the 8th position. The A ends up in the 1 position. The E is in the 5 position here, but on your telephone, it's in the 2 position. So that would be E and U. U and E and U, part of Europe. You know, sometimes it's upside down in one part of the world, but in the other part of the world, it's right side up. Unless you're on the other side of the world, be upside down again. Okay, that's one part we went into. Here's the part about 1000 and M that I was talking about. 1000 and M is the 13th letter. So depending on how you want to use it, the sound is EM, 5 and 13, and it stands for the letter R. It would say M-E-R or REM, REM sleep. Somehow the vibration in this world was messed up. and people are getting all kinds of different diseases because the body cannot associate with the world it now lives in. So we have all kinds of new psychological ailments that ail the public, the elderly and the young. Another thing I wanted to talk about is somebody asked me about New World Order. Well, when you spell it and you shove this line here, and the only reason I shoved the line here is because of this. The creation of this design always gets a line across, turning this letter into V8. Forget about what it means. I don't know. I didn't study it yet. Leave it alone. N14, W23, 37. NW, new. O, 15. The total is 52. Heart equals 52. Earth equals 52. 6 equals 52. New World Order, N-O-W, now. W-O-N, won. O-W-N, own. They want to win and own you. The W and O say won. The E is lost. It is not boiled because this is the electronic. This is the spirit speaking. In the E-world, this has nothing to do with the E-world. This is disconnected. They want to own you through this name. So when you mark these letters, N14, 1 and 4 is 5. W23, yes, the same house. 23, 2 and 3 is 5. O is the 15th letter. 1 and 5 is 6. 6 plus 5 plus 5, letter P. Letter P represents the 16th letter in the alphabet. And when you add up A, 1, all the way to P, which is like 16 balls in Q, I mean in the game of pool, equals to 136. When you add up 1 to 16, it equals to 136, the 613 laws of Moses. 6, 1, and 3, 6 days, 1 day, and 3 days. We get to Wednesday, the miracle day. The Spanish taught me that. Then we go to 6 times 5. This was a question somebody asked, did I make a mistake? No, I did not make a mistake. I just don't remember what I wrote. So in New World Order, the letters in multiplication come out to 6 times 5 is 30, times 5 is 150. For 150, the 15th letter is the letter O, and they go together. 150 and 16 equals 166. 166 plus 52 is 218. 2 times 18 is 136. Back to the letter P again. So it rotates within itself. Now what we're going to get to is the confusing part. My brother-in-law asked me, he says to me, he says, why is September 7 when it's the 9th month? Because sept in French means 7. 7 is July. Now we have September and July. 19 and 10, 29, we bring out the birth. The distance in the days and time, I do not know. I did not cover that yet. August is 8. Octagon is 8. August and October. 10th month and 8th month is 18 for the angel resident, A and H. And this one is 14. 7 and 7 equals 2. 14, 1 and 4 is 5. 8 and 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. Equals to 57 or 75. And that's the next Hebrew New Year that we're coming into. This is what July, August, September, October tell you different stories. The singular count to October is 33, where the T letter is 20, 2 plus 0 is 2. R is 18, 1 plus 8, and that's how I added this up. The total of October is 78, which equals, again, the letter O and 6 to a single-digit count, the vibration. September is 48, and this is for the Super Bowl and the president that we have right now, because this equals and talks about space, 48. In August, it's number 26, the serpent, and in July, it's the 7th month, number 68. 68 again represents man of the heavens, and number 14 is N. This is the DNA, this total thing here. It even adds up to 7286, but I'm not going to go through it. August, 8th month, number 26, singular count, 8, and the total count of August is 89. 1789, the first president, 8 and 9, 17, 8, 8, 8. The other thing I want to show you about 8, I rushed through all these things because it takes so much time to explain it, is this. I did not do this. This comes from my dentist. I'd like to thank her, Dr. Carrier. It's funny that her name is that, and in French, Carrier means I got a hole in my tooth. But anyways, in this, if you look, LMNOP, hey, where's the Q? The Q is the 17th letter. 1 and 7 is 8. We go to the bottom, we count the 26 letters in the alphabet, and wait a second, the Z is missing, the 26th letter. 2 and 6 is 8. Now, if you look, okay, if you take a look on the debit machines, the Q and the Z are now placed in the 1 position, saying that they own the house. 8 times 8 is 64. That's the game of chess. There shouldn't be a game of chess. There is no queen and there is no king on this planet. It's all checkers. That's who we are. It's all checkers. Check in and check out. That's what it is. There is no ownership. So we did New World Order. We showed why 6 times 5 times 5 equals to 150. So now you know. Another thing that we had 166 or 233, because 2 times 33 equals 166. Okay, we're going to go on this next. 2 designs that I made. When I do my designs, there's an octagon and a mug and dovey in here. The center of everything is 5, and the totality of the mug and dovey is 7. Now, if you want, on the octagon, there are 9 numbers, and the center position is 5, equaling to 5 and 9. And when you play the game of craps and with dice, 5 and 9 are the same odds. Or the content of the mug and dovey is area, always 5 center, but to the 7 points that it counts, 7 and 5. That's the year we're going into. This design can be made without lifting your pen. You see the diamond that's in the center and the 2 Pontiac images? They come the way they are because they are the way they come. Do you notice the way there's 2 areas here, 2 areas here, 2 areas here, and 2 areas here? So leave them the way it is. It's no more than that. We're back to M. 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. Plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 234. 432, 234, B, C, D, and back to jail. 15 by 15 is 225. Now, if I multiply the other 15, it equals 3,375. Plus 15, 15, and 15 equals 2342, and back to jail again. Okay? 3 times 42 is 126 that we spoke about before, that I have to put the 2 relationships back together, but I'm not. Okay? 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 4 is the 24 hours in the day. Now, 6 times 4 is 24. 6 plus 4 is 10 equals to the 34. 3 and 4. 7 and 3 is 10. 6 and 4 is 10. And it makes the 10-10 world perfect again. I'm not going to explain to you why. If you don't understand, ask me the questions. There's another 0 over here. Now, why does it work out to 3420? Because when you roll 3 zeros or 3 numbers identical in the game of Monopoly, you go to jail. 342 is the jail. It's the same thing as a multiple of 18 times 18 equals to 324. Somewhere around that, regardless, it equals to 9 in those 3 numbers. Although I may have made a mistake and they're not in any order, I think that's the order that it actually adds up to. So this is what we have. 3 dice in a row and you go to jail. Count A to N equals to 105. 10 and 5. Why? Because in Monopoly, you go to the corner, that's the 1 position, or 10. Then you go to the train track, it's 5. Then you go to the corner, it's 10. Then it's 5. It says je, which is game in a sound. Or in letters, it's J and E, which means I. It's God. And from the beginning of Monopoly to the end, if you count it in squares, it replaces the letter M. M-A-I is the month of May in French, or I am from the God's angle, or the Mayan. So we did that little thing. If you want, it's 19 minutes now. I think we're gonna jump into the family tree of A. We did not finish the family tree of E, which I started before, so I'm just gonna make you aware of what it is. This is the family tree. L, M, N, if I remember correctly, are on the 5 key of your telephone. 12, 13, 14. 1 and 2 is 3. 1 and 3 is 4. 1 and 4 is 5. This is the family. This is who's in front of the family, because B, I'm assuming that God is in front of the electronic world. So B, C, D, G, P, T, V, and Z would all be whose ownership? Which ownership goes first? Which ownership goes second? I'm not quite sure, but this is the family they belong to. Now I'm going to show you something special I just learned tonight. It's at 20 minutes right now, which is also equal in numbers, and then the clock is 8 o'clock, also known as 2000 hours. Now my video just blanked out on me, but we are going to continue and advance on into the next step. This is the family tree of A. A belongs into the family. J belongs into the family, but S belongs into the family through birthright. Why does it belong through birthright? I will explain to you in a minute. Lightning Bolt, Payten, Man 9, and Herbert Hoover and Hoover Dam. Okay, A1, H8, J10, K11, R18, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 8, 8. This is what the angel planet owns. It equals to 48, and this is the Super Bowl, and space, and Barack Obama, Satoro, in this book here that I bought, it says Rotor. Let me, I don't know if I should do this. Here. Can you read it? A long time ago, I wasn't sure about life. I couldn't understand it, so I wanted to learn about Jesus. And through learning about Jesus, I learned about what things meant more than anything else. So now, what happens is this is 48, but in the simple count, it's 8 and 1 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 21. Now, if you add the dice cube up, 1 through 6, it equals to 21. 21 and 12 actually says clue, which means a nail. He got nailed to the cross. Clue, C-L-U. C is the third letter. L is the 12th letter. 1 and 2 is 3. And U is the 21st letter. 2 and 1 is 3. But if you actually multiply an atom, they become atom. You see? Atom up. 2 and 1 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2 equals to 5, 5, 5 in the month of May, the 5th of May of 2005, when this began to think. Now, what are we going to do with S? Well, S is the 19th letter. 1 and 8 equals 9. The 1 is already there, is the 1A spirit, and it equals to 9. And in the deck of cards, the 9 has a dot in the center. The 1 has a dot in the center. The 3 has a dot in the center, and the 5 has a dot in the center. ACE, ace. Even the alphabet adds up to a total number count of 351. Ace again. How many aces can we get? 1 in, 1 out. Okay, let's go on to something new. The family tree, we have done this. This is 21. We did S19, in which 1 and 9 is 10. We have July, September. I don't know what it means. I just started to do this part. But again, 7 and 7, 7th month, September in French is 7. And guess what? Somehow, if you want to look up history and want to know what's happening in the future, I believe you have to go back to the war of France and England in 1600s and look that up and try to figure that out. That's one of the focal points that I picked up in my work. Somehow, up there is French, and down here it's English. So they made it easy to connect all these things together, or at least that's how it works for me. So we did these two things. Oh yes, the other thing it says, 10 and 9 with the S, it says joy. We have one more page to run. Here. NIBIRU one more time. The new rib is in town. In town, Hotel de Ville. Hotels in Monopoly, de Ville, Cruella de Ville, 101 Dalmatians, 57 and 44. Space and time. Because 5 by 7 and 5 plus 7 equals 47 equals 91 to the spirit. 9 and 1 again, the letter S, or 9 and 1 is 10, J.S. Just like they say July, August, September, October, November, says Jason D. Here we have Abraham, the ribs, the pork, the pig. They just sold this radio station, 97.7, When Pigs Can Fly. 6 and 12 is 18 and 25. 25 and 18 is 43. 43 is the Baltic. 43 is the president we have right now, because Herbert Grover was the 22nd and 24th president, which is 46, and again is a relationship to 1776, but we're not going to count it. Anyways, we're down here to this number, okay, 37. I don't remember why we're here. 18, 28, 38, 43. Okay, 6 by 37 is 180 and 42. 6 by 37. 6 by 3 is 180. 6 by 7 is 42. 2, 2, 2. Times the 8, the totality of the 8. Okay, the totality of the 8 equals 1776. Again, Abraham and NIBIRU. This 5 by 7, 35 equals 2, 3 and 5 is 8. 3 times 5 is 15. The total is 23. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 will equal to 11. But the thing about 35 is how we work in grams. 3.5 grams or 3.5 grams times 8 equal to 28 grams, or the time it takes for the moon to go around. Now, if we go to Rubik's Cube and you count the top 9 on Rubik's Cube, and then you go to the second level, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th position would end up to be exactly where the turn dial is. So your top 9 on the top, 5 in the center, 9, 5, 5, 9, E-I-E-I-O, 59 minutes, 59 seconds. Einstein is 14. Minus 14 plus 27 brings you to the next Rubik's Cube. Don't forget, we start at minus because whatever God did to create this planet, it didn't count in our time. But if it did count in our time, then Christ is born at 3 BC. If Christ is born at 3 BC, add 3 more years onto the calendar, and we're in the year 2016 right now. Now, there's a whole bunch of other figures over here. How the 28 grams, or the number of days it takes for the moon to come around, 2 by 8. 2 times 8 equals 26 is one way to do it. The 0 valued at 6 makes it 1 plus 6 equals 7. Plus the 16 equals the creation of number 23. 35 times 1.5, 1.5, equals 525. 5 times 25 equals 1.25, or 30 hours. And at the end of the year, after the last moon of 364 days, it leaves you 30 hours of no moon count. It's empty because the connection is the arm of God connecting the two sides for the last 30 hours to go in and out of the wormhole and pass over those 30 hours. Don't forget, if Passover happened in our world, then we passed over something else before any world even began. And the other part, like I was going to say, is we see devil, backwards it's lived. Hotel de Ville means the city hall, or the hall of fame, the fame of the life we are in. I am Raphael 7286. I have no idea what's the difference, who I am. Anyways, all I told you was a story. That's it. Nothing more. What I will be coming back to you with is an answer to this. 1, 4, and 7 equals 3. 2, 5, and 8 equals 6. 3, 6, and 9 equals 9. And this is how I'm going to show you how pi does have a repetition and a continuation that is perfect. Hopefully within the next 60 days I am done. Thank you for watching this video, and bless all. Bless all. Thank you very much.